How many of you want to walk in the anointing? I'm going to share some things with you that I learned when I was working with the minister of Catherine Kuhlman. I used to watch that woman very closely. And I always wondered, why did God use her? The first time I saw her in Pittsburgh, the power of God walked in with her. The place became electric as she walked into the auditorium she was in. And I was standing with hands uplifted singing, "How Great Thou Art," tears running down my cheeks. The presence of God came in like this. You did not have to build it. She walked in and it was there. And you wonder, what is it that made that possible? And she walked in an anointing that most of us even now don't fully understand. One time she was in a hotel in Canada, and I was there. I was in the hotel. The presence of God was all over that hotel. The woman was in there, and the glory of God was on that Holiday Inn. You walked into the restaurant and you felt it. You walked into the lobby and you said, God is here. When Catherine came to that hotel, God came in to stay with her, it seems. And she had this incredible atmosphere that was all around her. One time she was in New York. And Dan Malachuk told me this story. Dan used to be the head of Logos International, Logos magazine. He had that. And Dan told me this himself. He said he was with Miss Kuhlman in New York. I wasn't there, so I was told that by Dan. And he said she finished the Full Gospel Businessmen's Convention meeting, and they had to take her through the kitchen to the elevator in the back. There were some elevators, I guess, that the waiters use, or the room service people use, and so on. So he said they took her through the kitchen, and there were people, cooks, standing with their white aprons, white hats, cooking, minding their own business, who did not even know who Catherine most likely was, didn't know what was happening in the ballroom, but they took her through the kitchen to the back elevator. He said as she went through the kitchen, as she came into the kitchen, he said all the cooks with spoons and all were on the floor. I mean, here they are standing cooking, and she walks in and all of them, spoons, hats, aprons and all, are on the floor, not knowing what hit them.